Is teed up, and the 2025 season is officially underway at South Alabama, and a short kick. It'll be Leatherberry able to receive it at his own 3-yard line. He is dangerous in space, loses his footing though, and he'll be down at the first snap, and it'll be a play fake to Collins. Muasau wide open across the middle. That's Matt Lowe at far side. He'll go across the middle, broken up. Muasau, right side, has a receiver open, lofts it to him, and a completion.
A game in the air and something like 158 on the ground, so they love that balanced attack.
So it was a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9, just inside the 30-yard line. That'll be Collins right side, once again met and driven back on 3rd down conversions. They've got it in the red zone, inside the 20. 1st and 10 as they're marching down the field on the first drive of the season. Now a little RPO. There's Muasau across the 10 to the 9-yard line. And 6 officially. Muasau going to the end zone, looking for the tight end, and that will draw some flags. Morgan State a 1st and goal. Not a pre-snap motion. It'll be Collins right side. Skips the tackle and skips into the end zone. Jason Collins Jr.
Really is, and you thought they had him right there. I thought that
the extra point, it is on the way, and it is up and good.
Line of scrimmage.
They call him E40, and he's calling it his comeback tour. Looked pretty good. There's Anthony Eager on the little flip pass, and Eager is loose. He's got a ton of speed. Anthony Eager finally pushed out of bounds. And there's Kentrell Bulock to the goal line, just shy of the touchdown. As 2nd and goal, Bulock into the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. There is a flag. Hamilton DeBoyan on to kick the extra point. And it is right down the middle. Muasau will keep it on the ground, and this time bottled up and pushed back. So you go from a 2nd and 6 to a 3rd and 10. Muasau under pressure, hit as he throws. Completion is there, but Ty Goodwell is there. Devin Voisin standing back at his own 37-yard line. And Voisin will get a chance. No, he won't. He's been the spokesman for the Jaguars most of the time, and he'll get the call here and can't break the tackle. Nice job by the shoelaces, and he did just enough. And now wide open down the near sideline. Bishop Davenport with the completion. That's Miller McCrumbie.
Falls harmlessly, going to bring up a big 3rd down for South.
Trips to the near side with Bulock in the backfield. Eager in motion. They'll give it to Bulock, who gets hit by the turf monster as you touchdown on their first, and went 3 and out last time out. There's Muasau, airmailing it again. Goodwill trying for the interception. Did he keep his feet in bounds? 2nd down and 15. Jags showing blitz. They're bringing some pressure, and the ball is loose. Picked up by South Alabama. So the Jags, who turned it over. So the Jags will have it inside the 20. They'll keep it on the ground right side. That's P.J. Martin. Stood up at about. That'll be Martin, left side. P.J. Martin down to the 1-yard line as flags fly again. Yeah, Devin Voisin. You saw him working on Josiah Blake in the middle of your screen. Has a touchdown so far. Long of 12. It'll be Bulock right side. Hit at the line of scrimmage. It's Davenport handing it off to Bulock. Bulock squirting through the line. Ball's on the ground again. We'll see what they do on 3rd and goal. It's a quarterback run, and Bishop Davenport stood up at the 5-yard line. On PATs, he was 1 for 1 on field goals. And then
come up and make a tackle like that.
Trying to go to the air. Muasau under some pressure, and he is brought down. Nice sack. Jags have 4 down. Little stunt up front, and Muasau in trouble again, and Muasau just throws it away. And it'll be Davenport to pass. Under some pressure, trying to escape Eric Hunter, and he's not going to do it. Old school double wing formation there. They will put it on the ground, bouncing outside. There's Collins across the 30. Flags fly as Morgan State inside their own 20-yard line. USL has a receiver open across the middle. That's a strike to Kennerly. He'll get across the 35-yard line.
Blaine Mark stepping up and see if they still bring pressure.
Myrick showing pressure up the middle. Here he comes. Musau looking for somebody to throw to. Instead, flushed out to the right side. Got to get to the 38-yard line, and it's going to be close.
Got some room to run right there, and that's what Musau was able to do.
Collins on the ground, pushed back. The Jags. Just north of 4 minutes on this third down. As once again, USL scrambles, just loses the football. He just dropped it at about the 45-yard line. Let's see who has it. And the 2-minute timeout to cash in, so time should not be a factor here. It's quick pitch from Davenport to Voisin. Breaks a tackle. Voisin making a move across the 35. Devin Voisin. It'll be Bulock once again. Good blocking off the left side, and Bulock running downhill across the 20-yard line. He'll be stopped. They'll mark it actually right at the 10-7, trying to add to it here. Bulock in motion. They'll do the little pitch pass once again, this time to the near side, and this time they're not going to catch him. Anthony Eager, untouched, into the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama.
The key block, though, coming up right there. He got Hunter, and that really is what.
Speed from Anthony Eager, and they weren't going to lay a paw on it as DeBoyan. So, not what you want if you're Coach Damon Wilson. Trying to get the upset here in Mobile. There's Musau across the middle. Nice pitch and catch. Ball's knocked loose. They're going to call it an incomplete pass. There's Collins off the left side. Bouncing, still alive. Collins across the 35 to the 30. First down and then some. The clock's not a factor at this point. Musau once again will try to go slant. This time thrown behind. A throw again. And once again, Musau under pressure just heaves it. And it is picked off. An easy pickoff inside the 5-yard line. As South Alabama's Ty Goodwill.
Dominate that line of scrimmage.
Kentrell Bulock is the leader, 14 carries, 66 yards, and he's going to add to that total here. Bulock making his way up to the 45-yard line.
Right there with the hole that left side opened up.
He'll stay in the ball game as Eager goes in motion, and it'll be Bulock again, right side again, positive yardage, breaking tackles, and another first down for Kentrell Bulock.
Shown 2 big plays for South. That makes you stay honest as a linebacker or a strong safety.
They will pitch outside. Catch is made as Devin Voisin. It'll be Martin again this time, breaking tackles. Martin first down.
Not fall for some tactics on the defensive side to make you jump.
Ball is stripped loose as Kentrell Bulock to get to the 7. They'll try to do it on the ground. P.J. Martin has the first down inside the 5. Martin turning his way to the 2-yard line. Increase the lead here. They're up by 10, trying to make it more than that. And it'll be P.J. Martin again, and Martin into the end zone, finishes the drive, and South Alabama lengthens the lead. First touchdown of the season. South Alabama may be starting to wear down this Morgan State team as DeBoyan, perfect once again.
Yeah, Jaguar gets loose in the thing. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, you train it. I'm not going to have any part of that whatsoever. How about Collins staying in bounds? Jags bringing the pressure up the middle. Unloaded, caught, first down. There's Leatherberry in the clear. Leatherberry spins across the 45 to the 40-yard line.
So that's where you're looking, right there where they just vacated that space in the middle of the field. Leatherberry's running a crossing route. Musau does a great job of getting the ball. And then
What a first down for the Bears. Their 11th of the afternoon. They'll pass it right side. There's Naughton. Naughton in space. He's pulled down from behind. Lowe coming in motion, the tight end, and it will be a little option outside, and Collins forced out of bounds. Teams that ran the option against you. That's a very, very tough offense to defend. There's Collins right side. Pushed out and knocked back. Split offset of USL on second down. Under some pressure, hit as he throws. My goodness, what a catch. Here.
Yeah,
up top, still
got one up top and one down low.
And still delivers a strike and a great Keep it on the ground. Collins, untouched, touchdown Morgan State. So they score on the first drive of the ball game.
Putting up the hole. You see the block down and then the turn.
Chris Bundima on to kick the extra point. Good snap, good hold, and it is right down the middle. They did that last Thursday, so congratulations to the Demons from Natchitoches, Louisiana. The fourth quarter was shortened to 6 minutes, but the Jags were already knocking on the door at that point to get their 87th point. As Kentrell Bulock.
And they were pretty quick to pull the trigger and running out the punt team on this one.
Bulkinen trying to angle it, and it'll be Leatherberry catching. But the Bears backed up in their own territory. Jags going 3 down here as Collins goes right side, and he churns his way to about the 14-yard line. That's nice. As a team now 103 yards rushing for Morgan State. This time they'll flip it up to Leatherberry.
He inspires guys around you, and as you see Eric Hunter calling off the signals right there for his defense and pointing out coverage for him as well. And they have played hard, but boy, what a run right up the middle.
That's Keenan Phillips.
More than one game. That tells you what respect the conference has for him.
There's Phillips with a nice juggling catch, but and he'll wait, and now we'll try to angle it. Leatherberry will make the fair catch at about the 7-8 yard line maybe, and boy, tell you that.
So all those preseason polls are just stuff for us to talk about in the offseason.
That's very true. As Collins is bottled up near the line of scrimmage. Approaching 12 minutes to go as Collins right side will get another carry, and flags come flying in the area of holding. Leatherberry in motion. Muasal still working out of the shotgun. He will still give it to Collins, and Collins is going backwards in a hurry. 55 tackles in his collegiate career. Makes his first for South Alabama. Now second down and long. Mafi across the middle as a dart going. Set up a little screen pass, and it doesn't go very far. He made the Jets practice squad, so congratulations to JP. And Devin will get a chance to return this one. Fields it at midfield. Right side, Devin Voisin. Around the 45-yard line now, reverses field. He's got a lot of room to run. Voisin with a wall in front of him. Devin into the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama.
They're going to mark him out at the 5.
Out at the 4-yard line, but goes right side and then sees a wall the other side. Voisin indeed stepped out of bounds. Okay, yeah, all right. Maybe it was wishful there. And look, and I've got to continue to brag on our crew here. These are students working these cameras for ESPN Plus. First and goal from the 4. That is Voisin in motion now to the near side. It'll be Kentrell Bulock who will bull his way down to the 1-yard line. We'll hand it off to Bulock again, and Bulock will get into the end zone. And no controversy there. Kentrell Bulock on to kick another extra point. And it is on the way and perfect. And so South Alabama. Kennerly in motion as Muasal will hand it off to Collins, and Collins is hit in the backfield and tossed to the ground violently.
Play-by-play guy. That's amazing that...
How about Devin Voisin getting the touchdown there? So the payback comes as Bishop Davenport saw Devin Voisin all alone. So Hamilton to Boyan on to kick the extra point. He's 4 for 4, also has a field goal. High snap, but put down nicely by Polka. As Muasal likely done for the day, they'll give it to Malden again. He's got a ton of room. Randall Naughton across the 30, finally tracked down inside the 20-yard line. First and 10, why not give it to him again? Naughton bouncing out to the outside. Naughton finally pushed out of bounds. And this time it is the quarterback running for his life along the left side, and he's not going to go very far. 1 4th down conversions today. Will they go 1 for 2? They will. Completion and a first down. Blaine Myron, first and goal at the 7. Griffith looking for the end zone, knocked away. It's Griffith rolling right. looking for the end zone. Once again, defended nicely in the end zone. How about Ty Goodwill again?
Yeah, I mean, that's 2 in a row. This young man has done a great job of just closing out the space. And then
for 3rd and goal, they'll give it to Naughton off the left side, and he will prance into the end zone. Randall Naughton. Chris Bundinga to kick the extra point on the way in good. And it'll be first time we've seen Jared Hollins. And his first pass is a completion.
for South.
Hand off right side. And caught by the shoestrings. So schedule does the Jags no favors. How about Jared Hollins with the athletic ability to bring down the high snap? 1 minute, 27 seconds and counting. Jags, I'm sure, will keep it on the ground the rest of the way. Be another handoff left side as Dunbar. The white flag has been waved. Major Applewhite goes out to about the 50-yard line. Shaking hands with the referee, and it'll be Major Applewhite and Damon Wilson shaking hands at the Jag head as